DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
Hola, muy buenas a todos, bienvenidos de nuevo al canal de Fat Guillado. Estamos aquí de nuevo en un videito del Kingdom Come Deliverance. Y nada, vamos a seguir la historita de Henry Mayweather. Va a seguir dando piñas por ahí a diestro y siniestro. Y nada, esperemos que les guste como siempre. Y si les gusta, como siempre, darle like, pinchar las notificaciones, las campanitas. Y ya nos veremos en otros vídeos, no hay problema. Eso es segurísimo. Les voy a contar. Porque intenté grabar un vídeo antes y demás, pero no sé por qué, pero no se grabó el vídeo, entonces les contaré que tampoco pasó mucho. Solo fueron 5 minutos, que es lo que tardas en llegar de... En el último episodio lo que ves, en el último vídeo, lo que ves directamente es que supuestamente están atacando a Scully, que es donde vive Henry Mayweather, y tienes que huir. Entonces al huir tienes que llegar a Tumblr. Y lo único que es que te cogen con un caballo y te obligan ya a un caballo y para adelante hasta llegar a la ciudad. Y cuando llegas a la ciudad, pues sale una cinemática como que están heridos, esto y lo otro. Y ya está. Y Bullo das explicaciones y ahora mismo, ¿qué es lo que estoy haciendo? Es decir, ahora verán lo que viene siendo la continuación de ese vídeo que no grabé. Pero no hay problema, ¿sabes? Porque tampoco fue mucho. Así que, para adelante como los dalegantes. Vamos al Mayweather. Bueno, necesito comer. Necesito comer. Y dormir.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Pues sí, señor.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
Sí, tío. Es una putada, en verdad, se roba, pero ¿qué vas a hacer? No puedes hacer otra cosa.
Sir Divish has suffered his own share of wounds.
Sí, sí. A mí olvídate de ser Divi. A mí que me importa soy yo mismo. Ser Divi es un puto noble que tiene dinero.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Puto
Get
Henry.
up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Muchacho, acabo de perder. Me acaban de matar a la madre y al padre. Y lo primero que pienso es que me quite las botas. Vete a tomar por el culo, joder.
Something to eat.
Sí, ya lo sé, que tienes ganas de comer. Estás muerto de jaya, seguro. Sí, estás muerto de jaya. A ver. Recógelo. Recógelo, hombre. A ver. Hombre, ¿y cómo era el...? Chay, pero cómetelo. Coge el pollo ese, muy bien. Un panito. Otro panito. Y venga a comer. Venga, inventario, papá. Tienes que comer algo. Que te estás muriendo, joder. ¿Cuánto tiene de comida? Saciedad cero. Madre mía. Nutrición, precio y frescura 93. Saciedad 9. Frescura 100. Aquí está. Potaje de lenteja. Potaje de lenteja. El quesito. El pollazo asado. El pollazo asado. Y a dormir que me voy, mi hermana. Tengo 79 ya. Tengo 79. No está mal, la verdad. Estaba pensando en sin tomarme una poción de caléndula y demás, pero nada. La poción de caléndula creo que es para... Coño, para restaurar la energía, creo. Sí, ¿ves? La energía no, la salud, perdón. La salud. Levántate. Aquí hay que comer como la vida real, hay que
Damn, I'm
sentarse.
tired.
Sí, claro, claro. Estás cansadito, Henry. Henry Mayweather, estás cansado, Henry Mayweather. Bueno, vamos a ir a descansar, que el chiquillo está muerto seguro. Está dura y abusa. Amigos, amigos. Toma. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Nos chocamos y nos chocamos, no es mi culpa tampoco. Hostia, que esta no es. Esta. Me cierro. Por si acaso quiero hacer cosas. Quiero hacer cosas íntimas. ¿No hay cofre por aquí? Ah, pues mira, está bien entonces. Siéntate aquí entonces. Yo pensaba que había cofre. Dormir.
I must have imagined it.
Yo no puedo dormir mal, loco. Si me deja 90 de energía, no me deja ni a 100. ¿Esto qué es, loco? El pobre Henry está todo destrozado.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Ujú. ¿Quién coño está tocando? A ver.
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Sí, claro, claro.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Muy
Connie.
bien.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Claro que sí, hombre, vamos a contarle la historia del ataque.
I'll tell you what happened.
Claro,
It was
loco.
terrible and unexpected.
Chimo que te trae un
The day
pisco de vino
started
y
just
todo.
like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Claro, claro. Padre y yo hablamos de la vida, si recibir o busca la espada, he estado aprendiendo el grip al secreto.
The sword
Hombre,
was taking shape when Sir
si le
Radzik
estaba hablando de la
himself came
espada,
to look
pues...
at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzik's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
It's terrible. How could
Was it?
something like that happen?
God alone knows why he let such things happen.
You poor boy.
Ese es
I
un
understand your grief, but
témpano
God
de
is
hielo,
not to blame
joder.
for the ills of this world.
Dios,
That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted. Greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
Pues sí.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you said?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me, an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. Now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Claro, hay que ser un elegante.
Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Sagarita.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Oh, the people!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry. Pobre Henry.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Vamos a ver qué pasa. Brota. Hombre, necesito algo para ver, yo que sé, una velita o una antorchita o algo, ¿eh, tío? Exacto, míralo. No es malo. Me la he. Y como salgo, digo... Ah, vale, verdad. Mi pregunta es, ¿está cayendo el pulpo y la antorcha aguanta? Esto es agüita. Esto no es aceite, esto es... Oh, the people.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You know what's happening?
Sigismund, who else? That bastard conquered Skalitz and now he's come to take Talmberg. Good luck to you.
Está bien, entonces. Si viene por Talmberg.
The best thing will be to join forces.
Listen up! If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Sí, Robert.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here. Won't we? May the Lord watch over.
No puedes decirme.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of.
Don't even think about it back there, you donkey. Are you tired of it?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father. But getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ate now!
Chiquita procesión. Very well, peoples. Habla con si roba.
Tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a...
Me parece bien, pero no tengo ganas de escucharte, pico.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes. Yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all.
Splendid. Don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Take care.
Muy bien. Vigilar las almenas. ¿Puedo vigilar las almenas?
Good health.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Bueno, esperamos hasta la mañanita, pero más que sea damos una huercita aquí para hacer el mentecado. Vamos por aquí a ver si hay algún espía. Espía, mariquita. Espía, mariquita. Míralo ahí. Espía, espía. Es una espía, mariquita. Me pongo por aquí así, mirando para acá. Y relevo hasta las 5 de la mañana, ¿por qué no? Hasta las 5 de la mañana acá. por la mañana ya, hombre. A ver si está así robo por aquí. Si roban, si roban. Frescura, frescura. Mira, me voy a comer esto porque la frescura se está yendo a la mierda.
Let's go! Let's go! We're moving! Quick! Go! Go!
Todos corriendo. Santa madre, no.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Puto alemán de mierda, hijo de puta. Como destrozó al reino de Bohemia, ¿viste? Putos alemanes.
get on with you, Robard.
Calvo, cabrón. ¿Por qué todos los calvos son cabrones? Si me voy a quedar calvo, insultas cabrón. Dan 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 dan. Bueno, yo creo que en verdad sería una buena opción dejarlo por aquí, señores. Que creo que la partida está guardada y todo. Entonces... bueno, en verdad voy a hablar con este tío. Por si acaso no está guardada la partida.
My respects to you.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Joder.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Gutenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Tenía miedo el señor.
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Pues sí.
Where did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Pues sí, no te digo que nada. Si robas, pues me tengo que ir y yo no sé cómo lo haré. Búsquese la vida usted si roba. Ya, si parece que me han matado, joder, por saltar de un sitio todo pequeño. Todo el mundo aquí hablando y diciendo, Dios mío, me toca esto. Casi nos matan a todos. Va, creo que me... Sí, glotonazo. Pero glotonazo yungo. No, no, guárdala. Guárdala, loco. Aquí le damos a evaluarte. Como yo me hago que entrenador, que enterrador, perdón. Jinete nocturno, explorador. Explorador. Ahora me pregunta es, ¿por qué sigues con el inventario? Decir Capítulo. Mis objetos otros, nada. Diario, correr, enterrar, opcional, ir por vuestro caballo en el establo, salir del castillo. Pues me parece bien. Activada, completada, principal. Pero aún así, perder tarde por la mañana no fue tarea fácil. Ah. Pues nada, mi coleguita. Te robo aquí el año. Nada, nada. Pues lo que les dije, señores. Creo que sí. No sé si acostarme. Tengo aquí un baúl. Bueno, no hay baúl. Ya que la sabadita. Hasta las 2 de la tarde. Todos somos. Partida guardada. Vale, pues ahora sí, señores. Voy a dejar por aquí. Con tranquilidad y buenos alimentos. Y nada, como siempre. Espero que les haya gustado el vídeo. Que nada, bueno, tampoco he hecho mucho ni nada en este vídeo. Solo ha sido más bien cinemática y demás. Y todo ese rollo, llegar, poder dormir, hacer guardia y tonterías. Porque es el principio del juego, pero ya verán cómo la cosa va cambiando. Y le vamos a tener que dar más duro. Pero duro, duro contra el muro, háganme caso. Pues nada, como siempre, si les gusta el vídeo denle like, si les gusta el canal pues le dan a la campanita y se suscriben para más notificaciones de vídeos y demás. Y nada, como siempre, hasta otra, guilladitos.